Can we have a lazy lesson today? Hi there. I'm Anthony Kelly, and welcome to my language learning live stream, where I try to figure out if I can get good at Japanese just using apps, and with the help of, some friendly friends down here in the comments. Friends like Bath Noodles, Mirror Walker, and Yurandi. It is midday Monday here in Hong Kong on the 7th of December 2020, and we're being recorded live on twitch.tv/Anthony Kelly. Yep. And hold on a second. We're streaming live on twitch.tv/Anthony Kelly. Yep. And youtube.com/ a random bunch of letters and numbers. Why? Do we not have a nicer address on YouTube? That's because if you want to have a custom URL with youtube.com/ your name, you need to have 100 subscribers. And right now we have 11. So that is not quite enough. I do have some videos over on YouTube, some Pokemon Go videos and some videos just walking around here in Hong Kong. And if you are interested, head on over to this website here, anthonykelly.live, and you'll find a link to my YouTube page over there. You can also find links to my social media, where I'm posting on Instagram and Twitter at Anthony Kelly Yip. Yeah, I want to have a lazy day today. I have had a lazy week overall. My plan when using Duolingo was to make sure that I use it every day. And the app will incentivize your learning by having a streak. So it will count the number of days that you've been using it. And I had a streak of 17 days. And I've only been doing this stream for a few weeks now, so that was quite good. Um, but over the last week or so, I just haven't been that. Um, I wouldn't say that I haven't been motivated to do it. I've just been doing other things. I've been working, of course, and I've been getting ready to make some YouTube videos. So I'd been doing some recording earlier in the week, and I've been editing that. And yeah, I think that I've only got so much kind of mental bandwidth. Um, so, if I'm thinking about work and I'm thinking about YouTube videos and things like that, it can be you often forget to do other things. And previously, so over the last few weeks, I had been making sure that every morning when I take the train and I go out, to pop in my headphones and to do some katakana practice. Um, but over the last week, it was a little bit of a struggle. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out, what is the best way to keep yourself motivated while doing study. I don't think that losing my winning streak of 17 days is the end of the world. I skipped a day. It was after midnight when I suddenly realized that I hadn't done my Duolingo practice for that day. So it's not the end of the world. I jumped back in the next day to get the first day of my new streak. But yeah, I'm gonna try to not turn my winning streak into a losing streak, if that makes sense. I'm gonna try and keep it up. Um, but yeah, I did kind of fall out of it a little bit this week. That said, I have been keeping my eyes open for some katakana. Now, I'm not sure who's watching right now, but when you learn Japanese, there are three different alphabets, three different character sets that you need to learn. The first one is hiragana. Um, I will just show it to you here very quickly. I will show you the hiragana alphabet, for want of a better word. Okay, these are hiragana characters, and if you've learned Japanese, you've definitely seen these. But if you haven't learned Japanese, you might not really be familiar with them. Hiragana characters are phonetic characters that are used largely for Japanese, like native Japanese vocabulary. So here we have words like a, I, u, e, and o. Um, and these characters are the five main vowel sounds in Japanese. And then as you go down, so A is on, the vowels are all on the top line there. And then on the line below, we have ka, ki, ku, ke, and ko. And that is the consonant, which is similar to a K sound. It's written here as a K, followed by the A, I, U, E, O vowel sounds. And these characters, you'll see these every day when you're learning Japanese. And I think this is the very first kind of character set that children in Japan will learn. The second character set is called katakana. And I'll just quickly show you what that is. And if you look at the Latin characters here, we still have a, I, u, e, and o, the same vowel sounds, and ka, ki, ku, ke, ko underneath. So it is basically the same. Um, but this character set is used largely for loan words. So there's a whole bunch of words in Japanese that are loan words. They are not Japanese words. I mean, it is a surprisingly high amount of words. And unlike, for me, English is my native language. And when we have loan words in English, we don't necessarily know that they are loan words. They kind of get adopted into the English language. And, eventually you might not even know the difference if you haven't studied the etymology of the words. But in Japanese, because they use this separate character set, the loan words stand out and they're super clear. So for me, as a non-Japanese speaker, I am definitely a beginner. If you've watched any of my previous streams, you will know that I'm not good at Japanese. Um, but for me, as a complete beginner, it is quite useful to see these katakana characters that you can see here on the blue app, um, because it kind of draws my attention to it and it tells me you might you might know this word without even knowing the original Japanese vocabulary. Now, I learned hiragana and katakana a few years ago. Um, I'm using learned in the loosest sense of the term. I was quite familiar with hiragana, with the alphabet that is used for Japanese characters. I struggled with what you're looking at here with katakana. And I'll just show you very quickly why I struggled with it. Um, if you look at these hiragana characters, and if you've never learnt Japanese before, they will look a little bit foreign to you. But as you go on studying the language, it gets easier. It really does. Um, but all of these characters are kind of distinct from one another. Every character looks different. And once you've learnt them, you're fine. And that difference in the way that they look means that you are less likely to get, or for me at least, I am less likely to get confused by the different characters. But if we look at katakana over here, there are some words here which are ridiculously similar to each other. I want you to have a look here on the third row. Sorry, the third column here. We have sa, shi, su, se, and the last one on the far right, so. Keep your eye on that one. So, and I want you to go all the way down to the bottom right. Mm. It is two lines that are largely in the same position, slightly different angle. It's a completely different sound. And so and look really similar to my eyes. And I guess if you're a Japanese speaker, you might not get that confused. And to be honest, with a lot of words like this, I mean, like even in English or in other languages, something might be confusing when you first start, but once you're speaking in full sentences and you're seeing words in a sentence and you're seeing words, it's like characters next to other words, I think that you will be less likely to mix them up because you'll be kind of ready for it. Um, but as a beginner, I'm just learning characters that I've never seen before. And so and look almost the same to me in katakana. Now, if I jump back into the hiragana alphabet, look at so. Okay, again, it's in exactly the same position. It's in on the third row, the right-hand column. So, and that is quite a complicated character. We're going out and in and around, right? Sorry, you're in reverse. So, and mm, looks completely different. So for me, when I was learning, I learned this faster, and katakana was a little bit of a challenge for me, which is why now I'm starting to learn Japanese again. Um, I'm trying to focus on katakana, and it has been quite fun. Uh, I've got some show and tell for you today. We have some toothpaste here, and I'm gonna have a look. Hopefully, the camera will focus on this. I feel like I'm doing like a makeup tutorial. I should put my hand like this. Okay, then on this toothpaste, it says Korea Minto. I think my pronunciation is all right. Korea Minto. And I'm looking at that, and I think that is Korea. I think that's clear Minto. Mint, right? Is that clear mint? Um, it might be. If you know whether that's clear mint or not, please write something in the comments. I haven't got anyone in the comments just yet. So that's my first one. Korea Minto. Okay. The second one. These are really popular snacks in Japan. And things are packaged like they're like over packaged in Japan when you buy snacks and things. So we've got this wrapped, they're all individually wrapped, and then they're on a tray, and then they're in a plastic bag. So mm, it's a lot of packaging, but they do come out nice. Uh, and these are very similar to those, what do you call them? Baumchen? Baumchen? The kind of the German cakes that you can buy that are rings, and sometimes they have like sauce and things inside. And this is Baumchen. Now, let's have a look here at the Japanese. And if you look there at the katakana, it says kato baum, right? Baum. Kato baum. What's that? Well, I've seen that word before. Now, baum, I think that's for Baumhen, right? Baum. So that's the name of the cake. But at the beginning here, it says kato, kato. And I've seen that at a hair salon. Um, well, is it a salon? Let me just have a look. There is a salon in Hong Kong that is a Japanese barbershop called QB House. And I think they have branches in Japan as well. I think it's a Japanese place. And I'm just having a quick look here. Does it say it? I've seen that word because kato is cut. So, oh, I can't see it on any of the pictures. Trust me that if you go, oh, here we go. Let's have a look. Does it say kato here? Right there. Okay. On the right-hand side of this picture, this is a QB house, Tokyo, Hong Kong. I bet this is a Hong Kong branch. And it says right there, sorry for the quality, hair, kato. Haircut. I mean, yeah, I do need one. Um, haircut. We don't need to learn vocabulary. This is amazing. So, I mean, we do, right? We do need to learn vocabulary. Okay, this is another one that I just saw this morning. So I was on my way home and I went into the shop and I grabbed a bottle of Coca-Cola, and this particular bottle is made in Japan. And it says right at the bottom there, Arumi. Arumi? Any idea what that is? Let's have a look. Oh, I gotta have to do that makeup thing. Hold on. Arumi. Sorry if you. Sorry, that's not coming out. Arumi is aluminium, I think, or aluminum for our American friends. Let's have a look. Aluminium. We are translating to Japanese. Aluminium. Arumi. Aluminium. Which is, it's pretty cool. Now, sometimes you see words that are shortened, like this one, and you might not get what it is. Like those Baumhans, those cakes that I bought. You might not know exactly what it is because they might be just giving you half of a word. But I guess if you live in Japan for a while, or, as you learn more vocabulary, you'll get used to it. Now I'm going to open this. I'm a little bit scared to open this because I was just in the shop and I bought 2 bottles of Coca-Cola. And when I went to the counter, the lady at the counter picked up the Coke, called her colleague, and started shaking it. Well, I don't think she was deliberately shaking it. She was waving it in the air to her colleague, asking for a price check on the Coca-Cola. And I don't know which of the Coca-Cola bottles um, was shaken up by the lady in the shop. So we could have a terrible accident here. Hold on a second. We're good. And I think that Coca-Cola does taste better when the can is Arumi. Arumi. Is that correct? Hold on a second. Now, even though I think I'm getting the characters correct, it's a good idea to double check the sound. Aluminium. Okay. And I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to shorten it. Okay, let's paste this in. Arumi. Yeah, so if I just put the first 3 characters in, which is not the full name of the word, it's still translating correctly. Arumi. Aluminium. I'm going to have to add that onto my list. I'm going to have to make a list. I have not been a very good student at all these days. Okay, but I have been keeping my eyes open for katakana in the wild and in Duolingo. So let's have a look. Where do we start? Okay, I'm gonna jump in here. Now, I've tried to just jump to the top of the page because the correct translation for the word is at the bottom. But let's see if we can remember what some of these words are. Uh, some of them you haven't seen, but I've seen these words before. Okay, our first word is rinsu. Rinsu. Now, that middle character there is that character that I keep getting confused, but I think I know what it is. Rinsu means rinse in Japanese. So we've already got some pretty good vocabulary if you want to get a haircut, which is not entirely useful for me, but it could be for you. We have rinsu and we have haircut. Okay, I'm trying very hard not to look at the bottom of the screen. Luckily my tablet's pretty big, so if I'm looking at the top, I won't necessarily see what's at the bottom. Okay, what was this one? Raisu. Raisu. Okay, this was one that I saw and I was confused by because I'm looking at this. Raisu. That's rice. Now, rice is a popular food in Japan. I'm sure there's a Japanese word for it, but there is also a loan word for it. And I don't know how that might be used. I mean, maybe it's used as the name of some dishes that have rice in them. I'm going to jump into Google Translate for a second. And let's find out, how do you say rice in Japanese? Okay, R-I-C-E, rice. Rice is gohan. Is that right? Gohan. Now, if you have a look over here on the, it's quite small on your screen. Can I make this larger? Full screen. How large can we? Whoa. Okay. That is large. Go. We know how to read that word. That is a hiragana word. Go. But it says gohan. The right hand character there is a kanji word. And kanji words are based on Chinese originally. And you'll notice that some of them are really, really complicated, especially if you're learning Japanese for the first time. Um, I would say take your time with kanji. I live in Hong Kong, so I'm more familiar with Chinese characters you know, than I would have been if I had stayed in England my whole life. So when I look at that word, I know that it means rice because it looks very similar to the Chinese character for rice that we use in Hong Kong. Um, so that is Gohan, also the name of the Dragon Ball protagonist. Is his name Rice? Gohan. No, Goku. Gohan was Goku's son. Is that right? It's been a long time. Okay, so we could say Gohan, or we can say Rice. Are you ready for the next one? Okay, what was this one? So this was one of the exercises that I did where they say something and you have to write down what you hear. This one was Rayon, 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 Ra. I think, and again, I I was doing this a few days ago, but my mind is full of Pokemon right now from making those Pokemon Go videos. I think it says lion, Rayon, lion. Again, that's not a Japanese word, is it? How do you really say lion in Japanese? Huh, Rayon. Okay, that is the first translation. Rayon, Rayon. That's the first translation that we've been given. So I'm going to assume that that is the word that we're supposed to use. I wonder how many animal names in Japanese are katakana words. Okay, let's keep going. What was this one? Inku, inku. Now I do remember what this one was. This one was ink, inku, ink. Uh, Again, I'm pretty sure there should be a Japanese word for ink without having to use, but nope. The very first word that we are given is ink. So I'm going to add that to my vocabulary as well. Ink. Okay, what was this one? Na-i-su. Nice. 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 Again, I bet there's a bunch of Japanese words that mean nice. Eat. Oh, but nice is right down there on the alternative translations. So we have that word, nice. Nice. I should double check the pronunciation for all of these, right? Nice. Nice. Okay. Oh, okay. What was this one? Okay. I remember this one, and you'll probably get what it is as well as soon as you hear it. But we have marathon, 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 and I wanted to remember this word because it has the so and n, characters, two characters that I get confused by. But that word is marathon. Marathon. Okay. 暮らす。暮らす. Welcome to my class. 暮らす. Class. Okay. Oh, this was one that I didn't know what it was. Senchi. Senchi. So to me, that doesn't sound like anything. But senchi is centimeter. Senchi. Really? Let's have a look. Oh, I've lost my Google Translate. Senchi. Centimeter. Okay, so the full pronunciation is centimeter. 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 Senchi is a short form for centimeter. That sounds really nice. I like that. Centimeter. Okay. Back to the other words. Okay. Country names also often use katakana. And this country is Kenya. Kenya. We know that one. What was the next one? Oh, I got that one wrong. I thought it was karaoke. It is, but I spelt it incorrectly. It should be karaoke, which we know what that is. Karaoke. And that was the end of my streak. Oh, okay then. Try and guess this one. Antenna. Antenna. That one's too easy, isn't it? Antenna. And this is the last one, okay? So I was doing this, I was on the train yesterday and I was doing my katakana exercises and I heard a word that was quite funny. And I'll just see if I can find it. Hold on. Okay, I did record a video of it. And it is here. Nansensu. Nansensu. What do you think that is? Hold on a second. Nansensu is nonsense. And that seems really funny. Nansensu. Nonsense. Again, is that going to come up as the main translation when I search for this? Nonsense. Yeah. I don't know how to use this in a sentence yet, but nonsense. Oh, sorry, we've lost the sound. Nonsense is nonsense. So even though I have had a lazy week, I still managed to find myself some katakana characters to learn, and I think we should learn a few more. So we are studying with Duolingo. I think I'm on the second day of my streak now. Let's just have a look to see if how everybody else is doing, because I'm pretty sure that people are doing better than me. TTV Telken, I believe, is someone who was watching this stream before, and they have XP of 91,322. Have they been studying this week? Yes, they have. Not every day, but when they study hard. You can see here the blue line is TTV Talcon, and the grey line is me. They're working much harder than I am. Who else have we got? How's Nick doing? Not that well. If you look at me compared to Nick, it looks like I'm really studying hard because my graph is like way higher than his. I'm not studying that hard, not this week at least. Anybody else? How's Curtin doing? Whoa, Curtin's graph is very similar to mine. It's almost like we're somehow in this together. No, we just had we were just both busy on Saturday, I think. Okay, let's get back into learning katakana, shall we? So you can see here I haven't really bothered with learning hiragana on Duolingo, um, but I'm going to. I'm definitely going to. These exercises on this page are new. So before it just used to be the main pages of exercises and topics. They have added this now. Hey Rosensalt, thank you for following me. By the way, if you know the answers and I don't, please write it in the comments or just say hello. Um, so I've been learning hiragana here. So I haven't been learning hiragana here. You know hiragana katakana. Okay, thank you. How's your kanji, Rosensalt? No way. I'm not yet. So I think I'm fluent at hiragana. Are you fluent at Japanese? Or are you just fluent at like being able to read and write? Because that's those are two different things, right? For me, I want to get good at katakana and hiragana like before I get really into studying Japanese properly. I've learned little bits here and there, but not enough. You're an amateur at Japanese, but you are good at reading and writing. I'm trying to get good at reading and writing. That's what I'm doing here. How's your kanji though? I mean, are you good at that? Because, that is the difficult one, isn't it? We've got katakana here. Now you can see here, I've been studying a lot harder with katakana than I have been at hiragana. I've been doing this kind of every day, and except for that one day, Saturday. Shall we jump into this? Okay. Uh, Select the correct character for ke. Okay, we have ke, te, ka, and ra. You know a few kanji. One thing that is quite useful for me with kanji, I mean, because kanji is kind of annoying for me. Sorry, Japan. Um, because there can be like multiple pronunciations for the same kanji. So you can have a word like naka, naka meaning middle, right? And the kanji character is the Chinese word for center, middle, but it's pronounced another way as well. And until I get good at Japanese, which I'm not good at yet, I think I'm going to be forever mixing up whether I should be using the one pronunciation or the other pronunciation. Ke is first. I know. Thank you though. Thank you. We have ke, te, ka, and ra. Um, ke. Okay. Oh, now it sounds like ku, but there is no ku here. I think this is that weird pronunciation again. Is this u? Duolingo sounds weird. Fu? Oh, fu. Okay, fu is this one, right? Is that fu? Now, fu, fu. It's not an F sound. It's like close to an F. Fu. Let's try it. So here we have u. This one is wa, ra, fu. Japanese people usually pronounce F as an H. Yeah, so Fuji, that we would say with a hard F, right? Fuji, it would be Fuji, maybe? Fuji? Is that right, Rosensalt? I'm so happy you're here in the chat. Fu. I got that right because of you. I did. I would have said and the reason that I would have said is because on Duolingo, I don't know if it's like a bug or something, but the pronunciation for u in Duolingo sounds a little bit off, and I don't know why. Okay, I think we've got, yeah, it sounds like an H and an F. Yeah, like the, uh, I'm suddenly like super conscious of my pronunciation. Ra, ra sounds like an R and an L, doesn't it? It sounds like something in the middle. Thank you. Net is the second one. Yeah, we have net, u, and su. Is that right? Net. Okay. Ah, yeah, listen to this. I don't know if you can hear that over the microphone. It sounds like gu, and I know it should be u, right? I hope you can hear that. Um, net. Okay then. Ni, ni. We know which one that is. Ni, you, ko, and ri. Maybe. Ni. Okay, then I'm just going to look at the left-hand side without looking at the right-hand side just yet. And let's see how quickly I can read these. And the reason I kind of want to fly through it is I've noticed since I started doing my Duolingo every day, um, I can feel myself getting a little bit faster at reading them in that I see a character now and it just pops into my head without having to think about it. And I get it wrong sometimes, right? And sometimes I'm slower. Now that I'm saying this, I'm probably going to do really badly. Repetition does help with memorization. One thing for me though is that I've been like, besides this, weekly practice that I've been doing here, I've been doing Duolingo on the train. And that means that I can't really sound the words out because trains can be crowded and it's a little bit weird. But I try to think the word in my head. I don't know how much that helps. But yeah, you have to say these things out loud, not just to remember them, but also for like the muscle memory of your mouth and your tongue and like how to make a sound. So I think that unless you're speaking aloud, it's going to be really difficult. So I'm going to try and speak these aloud. Ready? I think this is ke, ne, fu, wa, and ni. And I slowed down a little bit there on wa because I keep getting confused by this one. I keep thinking that wa is u, but this is wa. Okay, we have ni, fu, that FH sound, right? Ne and ke. We're doing well. Okay, let's keep going. Keep it up. 11,651 other learners are practicing Japanese with you right now. Uh, let's see how this goes. Oh, I wasn't listening. Uh, I don't care about them. I just care about rose and salt. Kani. Okay. Well, we know ka. What is kani? Have you got any idea, rose and salt? Kani. Now, sometimes Duolingo will give you words that are like real words. Excuse me. Sometimes it will give you nonsense words. Um, Kani. Carnival? Like carny? Crab? Kani? Thank you. Your message came through a second after. Kani is crab. Um, I have been vegetarian for quite a long time, so I have never eaten crab. Kani. I wonder where that comes from. I want to jump into a Google Translate for a second. And why is it katakana and not hiragana or kanji? Okay, let's search for crab. And yeah, crab is kani. There is a kanji word down there as well. Um, I'll just pop that up a little bit bigger. Oh, that was the kani. How do we go full screen? Crab, if you want to learn some kanji. Kani. I don't even know that Chinese word. Okay, back to Duolingo. Oh, here's another word. Wani. So these, some of them are a little bit easier. Like they'll say it and you'll see it at the bottom. Um, Duolingo has quite a good mix of like easy and difficult questions. This is one of the easier ones. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Are you ready? Wani is in Japanese. Ni, like Nihongo. Ni. Maybe? I'm a beginner. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try and read these. We have hune. We have suna. Neko. I know neko. Isn't neko cat? And kone. Neko. Neko. Ooh, what was that? Nin. Got that one. Okay, we have. Yeah, neko is a cat, right? Uh, nin. Sen. Nen. Man. Maybe. I bet my pronunciation is like so English. Okay, I'm going to try and do the same thing here where I'm just going to look at the left-hand column and see if I can read them. 3 weeks ago, I wouldn't have been able to do this, so I am getting a little bit better. Okay, Neko, we've just learned that one. Ane, uh, Huyu, Niku. Ah, I know Niku. Yakiniku. Niku is meat, right? Is it Niku meat? You're from the Philippines, and most Filipinos have very flexible tongues, so we can pronounce different words with ease. Yeah, I mean, I wonder because like people speaking different languages, like depending on whatever language you're coming from, it can help you when learning other languages. Um, when I was studying in the UK, um, we had a lot of students from different countries, from Japan and Korea and Malaysia and different places like that, and from Europe as well. And we would try and you know learn each other's languages, which was quite nice. And I remember a Japanese friend telling me that the Spanish students spoke Japanese really well. Um, and maybe there is some overlap with vowel sounds and consonant sounds and the variety of sounds that they're used to making. That means that if they learn Japanese, maybe they will mispronounce less words. Maybe. Now, that's a 20-year-old memory, so I could have messed all of that up, but that's what I remember her saying. Okay, so yeah, maybe there is some overlap with, is it Tagalog? Is that how you say the language in the Philippines? I'm not sure how to say it. I've seen that word a bunch of times. You know, when you're like looking through language settings on a website and it always says Philippines Tagalog. Is that right? Okay, we have Neko. We know that one. Neko. Okay, Ane, Huyu, Niku, and Nen. We're doing well. I do have a bunged up nose today, so that's that's my excuse if my pronunciation isn't great. Wani. Now, every now and then, the turtle speech button will help. What? Oh, oh, good. Oh, I got that wrong. If I if I'd practiced harder this week, I wouldn't have mixed those two up again. Wani. I don't know what that could be. Alligator. Wani.
鮭
I know what that is without looking. Sake.
鮭
Osake. Okay. Fune, ana, kane, ase, maybe. Fune. I'm going to listen to these. So, fune should be the first one.
船
Fune,
穴
ana,
金
kane. Sake is wine, yes.
汗
Ase,
船
fune. I don't drink much, but I still know sake.
消し
Keshi. Okay, we have kashi at the top, but she said
消し
keshi, which is
消し
at the bottom. So this top one should be kashi,
歌詞
natsu,
夏
hate,
果て
and
歌詞
again, this is something that I was mixing up a lot before, and it was this word shi, which is like two lines and then a line. I'm not sure if it's going up or coming down. And then you have zu, which is two lines going that way, and then a line going down that way. And when I first started learning katakana, she looks like a smiley face pointing up, zu, pointing down. That's a nice way of remembering it. I have little tricks here for how I'm remembering these words. The way that I remembered she was that she is dot dot and then the line, and the hiragana character for she is going down and up like that. So it's like the same direction, but with zu, you have a line and then down. Again, I don't know what the direction is supposed to be, but the hiragana character for zu goes around the same way. So I remembered it by matching it to the hiragana in my mind, but there's plenty of words where I remember it for a stupid reason. Like this is shi in hiragana is an inverted J. Oh, so reversed, right? Like a mirror. It's a mirror J. Yeah, like that. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Just like my daily streak, we have lost our streak. I know. I know. Okay. Let's keep going. Ike, sake, uh, niku, hune, and funa. Right? So let's start with the last one.
船
Oh,
船
funa, hune,
船
niku,
肉
sake,
鮭
ike.
池
Okay. We're starting our winning streak. We're not going to get any more wrong.
カラオケ
We know that one. I was just talking about that one. And it's four characters. Ka, ra, o, ke. And when I was doing this earlier in the week, I got it wrong because I thought it was kara, okay. I added an extra vowel into the middle, which was wrong. Ka,
か
ra,
ら
o, o, o,
お
ke.
けカラオケ
Which we would have called karaoke when I was younger in the UK. Karaoke, karaoke. In fact, karaoke was originally made in Japan, but it was patented in the Philippines. The word was patented? Okay. So is it Filipino or Japanese then? Um, in Hong Kong, the way that it is pronounced, because I live in Hong Kong, hold on a second, we would call it, I wonder if this is going to come out with the Hong Kong pronunciation. Karaoke. Okay, look at the Chinese pronunciation at the bottom here. We have kara, and kara is just a phonetic, like a phonetic writing of kara, and then okay, karaoke. So I remember when I first came to Hong Kong, walking around, you would see two Chinese words and then okay. And I knew that it was karaoke. I think in mainland China they just call it KTV, but I'm pretty sure that the K is the K of karaoke. But karaoke isn't that popular this year, at least not outside. We're all hiding from viruses. Karaoke. I'm going to tell everyone that now. Karaoke is patented in the Philippines. Um, okay, what have we got here? We have u, uh, wa, ra, fu. And they've done quite well this time to pick some characters that look kind of similar. They want us to write the character for hu, and we've got it because we're good.
ね
Ne, e, u, and su. You'll notice that I keep hesitating on the same word. Ne, e, u, and su. And this was
ね
ne. Okay, we're doing well. Okay, we have, I'm going to try and do this again. Ne, ni, ke, su, hu. Okay. Hu. Oh, okay. So this is a so-called hard exercise, and the app won't sound the word as you're pressing it because you might have noticed you can actually cheat. Um, so for those previous exercises, or for the previous questions, if you tapped the character, it would sound the character. So you could listen to them one by one and just choose the correct answer. Now, I don't do that. What I would do is I would choose the answer by myself, but I would sound them all out so that I can get used to the sound and that I can learn it all a little bit better. Um, but for these hard exercises, they don't make the sound at all. So we have su, ke, ni, and ne. We're nearly done.
こね
Kone,
こね
isn't that like an elevator company? Ko, ne. Connection. I'm going to take a screenshot. Hold on. Kone is connection. I wonder how that's used. Okay, like a phone connection, maybe? Kone. Okay, that helps too. Um, I don't know when you wrote that message, so I'm not sure what we're talking about. Okay, fushi, fune, funa, and fuyu. Fushi, which Rosensalt has said looks like a smiley face. Fushi,
カニ
kani. Oh, wait. We just had that one. I thought it was a carnival. And you told me that it was a crab, right? Kani. We also have kasa, haka, and kaku. And at the bottom, you'll notice there's a little thing here that says can't listen now. And that's like, I guess if you're practicing without headphones or if you're unable to hear the pronunciation of the word, you can press that button on Duolingo and it will skip all of the listening questions for the next hour or whatever. Um, so that could be quite useful if you're using Duolingo outside. Okay, we're doing well. Okay, we still have hana, neko, keri, uh, wani. Again, I keep slowing down on the u and the wa, wani, and keshi. So we have hana, neko, keri, wani, and keshi.
ニンニク
What was that? Excuse me.
ニンニク
Ninniku? Listening to Japanese music helped me with learning Japanese. We'll get onto that in a second.
ニンニクニンニク
Ninniku? Okay, we'll try this. We have ni, nin, ni, What does that mean? Ninniku? Garlic. I like garlic. I'm going to add that to my list as well. Ninniku? Garlic. I don't know whether you're typing slowly or whether I think that the chat pops up. There's a little delay on the chat. Yeah, niniku is garlic, but niku is meat. Niniku, garlic. Chat pop up is a little bit delayed. Niniku. I'm going to try to remember that. I do like garlic. Are we done yet? Is this the last one?
消し
Keshi. Okay, we have kashi and natsu. Again, I'm going to try not to mix those two up. Keshi and hatte.
消し
Keshi
消し
is this one. Keshi is erase, like an eraser. Keshi. Hold on a second. It didn't tell me what it is. Keshi is erase. Okay. Yeah, Duolingo does. We're on a streak, right? Here we go. 2 days in a row. You can see how hardworking I am. I only missed one day. Can you make it a 3 day streak? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Okay. Okay, we're doing all right here. Um, Let me just jump out. Keshi. Be right back. I've got to buy myself some bread. Okay, I will be gone in a second because I'm not staying online for too long today. Um, but I might still be here when I get back. If not, it's been really nice having you. I should be back online next Monday. If you can't find me, go to one of these, AnthonyKelly.live, or follow me on Twitter, and then you can see if I'm online again. All right. You take care and buy some more bread for me, okay? And I'm going to find out about this word erase or eraser. But it's been nice having you here. Thank you for your comments. Erase is, or maybe eraser. Which one is keshi? I'm going to have to search for the katakana characters. Okay. Kakiku ke, ken, sashi, keshi. Oh, I'm typing in. Keshi is erase. Is that a verb? Keshi. Okay. And an eraser here is written as keshigomu. Keshigomu. Keshigomu.
消しゴム
Keshigomu is an eraser, according to this. Keshi, erase. I'm going to try and remember that. Okay, so should we try some new things? Um, we do have those hiragana characters at the top. What should we try? I want to be able to like clear my history here because I feel like I first started doing Duolingo maybe 3 or 4 years. It was a few years ago, and I did all of this quite a long time ago, and I can't remember most of it. So I am playing catch up here. Let's jump into greetings and see how much I don't know. Greetings. Level 4 or 5. No, I want to go back into level 1. Good evening. Bye. Good evening. Konbanwa. Right? So I'm going to try and type this and see if I can. Kaki kuke kon. Konban. That would be ha with a dakten, right? Konban wa. Okay, so the Google keyboard does give us some tips. Konban wa. And put a comma. Bye. Do you think they're trying to say sayonara, sayonara, sa, a, I, sayo, a, I, u, e, o, sayo, I don't know this, na, ra. Is that right? Is that how you write sayonara? Say, let's try it. Huh, okay. Konbanwa was correct. And then it said, matane, matane. Let's check what it says in the comments here. Okay, then. So in Duolingo, there is like a forum for questions that people get messed up. Okay, flagged for being unclear whether it's ending a conversation or a hello, goodbye exercise. Okay. I've been told by teachers that matane is too casual and informal to use with teachers. One of my Japanese teachers said sayonara, but another says mata kondo is okay to use with her. Yeah, um, I guess it would be better if Duolingo put a little thing at the top saying casual or formal so that you knew which one to use. And did I write sayonara correctly? Let's have a look. English to Japanese translation. Goodbye. A fortnight. You can see what I've been searching for. Goodbye. Okay, so, oh, sayo. So I wrote it differently. When I wrote it, I put sayonara, but it should be sayo u nara, sayonara,
sayonara,
sayonara. I'll get that right next time. It would have been the wrong answer here anyway.
こちらこそ、
こちらこそ、こちらこそ. So it sounds familiar. こちら. Here? No?
こちらこそ、
I can't remember. No. Um, if there's an underline to the characters, it means that Duolingo thinks that I might not know this. So let's have a look.
こちらこそ、
Likewise, the pleasure is mine, to you as well. It doesn't really tell us how to use this word. Likewise. Yay, I got it right. I shouldn't have written, okay, you're welcome. No, there's so many words that I can't remember. I'm sorry. Oh, let's have a look. Okay, so I've got type the Japanese translation set up here. It can actually give you multiple choice. So we've got a few words here, and we can maybe do a process of elimination. We have といといたしまして。といたしまして。では、konbanwa is wrong because konbanwa is good evening. Kochira koso is what we just learnt, meaning likewise. Kochira koso. And then we have chane. Chane?
じゃあね、
Jane? Not chane. Jane? No. Okay. どういたしまして. How do you say that? Can I copy and paste that out? どういたしまして. Okay, let's go back to Google Translate and see if it can give us a better pronunciation. Okay, we have dot, ta, ti, tu, te, to, dot. Okay, so originally I would have written, oh, sorry. This is to, but we're going to add the dakten to change it to dot. Was it dot, u, a, I, u? どういたしまして。どうあいたしまして。た、て、て。Okay, so it is you're welcome, but how do we say it?
どういたしまして。
どういた、どういた、
どういたしまして。
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 どういたたし It's really hard for me. Um, as Rosensalt was saying, your tongue has to get used to it.
どういたしまして。
どういたた、どういたしまして。Okay.
じゃ、おやすみなさい。
じゃ、
じゃ、
I didn't need to click that. じゃ is so. おやすみなさい. I can't remember any of these. It's been so long since I've done these.
おやすみなさい。
Oh, good night. So, good night. Well, good night. I'm guessing that well and so is going to be the same thing, like ja. Oh no, that's not here. So what have we got? We've got こちらこそ. We have さよなら. We have では. こんばんは. Uh, どういたしまして. And おやすみなさい.
おやすみなさい。
But they've got well. So is that では? Is
お
that
や
right?
すみなさい。では、おやすみなさい。
What do you think? では, is that well? おやすみなさい. Okay. Well is では or じゃ and good night. おやすみなさい. おやすみなさい. Continue.
こんばんは、さようなら。
Okay, I've got this one. こんばんは.
こんばんは、さようなら。
こんばんは is good evening. さようなら.
こんばんは、さようなら。
さようなら. I was writing sayonara. Okay. Good evening. Goodbye. And that's a weird thing to say, isn't it? Okay. Good evening. Goodbye. Well then. Good night. Well then, I guess it could be cha or dewa. Cha.
じゃ、
Or should we do? Which one should we
じゃ、
do? Cha or dewa? Let's do dewa.
では、
Uh, good night. Oyasu minasai? Where is that?
おや
Oyas
すみなさい。
oyasu minasai. I didn't know I'd have a hard time. Oh my goodness, are you okay, Frozen Salt? I didn't know I'd have a hard time buying bread. I almost got hit by a car. I mean, bread's important, but oh no. I hope you're okay. You have to take care of yourself, really. I'm here and I'm struggling without you, so I'm glad that you got back. No way! Really? Did you fall down? Oh my goodness. That is a really hard time getting bread. Take care of yourself. I mean, I'm glad you're okay, but do you need to check yourself out first? No way. That's the worst. No, seriously, take care of yourself. And if you need to, go and see to your leg or anything, please do that first. Um, sure, without you here, I will be making more mistakes in Duolingo, but like your health and safety are the most important things. But yeah, I mean, God, take care of yourself. Really. Um, we're doing full sentences here, and I've forgotten all of them. Um, well then, good night. では、おやすみなさい. I know, man. I'm trying to take care. Please do. Please do. And just like take care of yourself every day anyway. I mean, we've got this coronavirus pandemic right now. So, mask up when you're going out and, you know, take really good care of yourself. Apparently, that car driver ran a red light. For me, like the worst thing isn't, I mean, of course, it's terrible that you nearly got hit by a car. That's really bad. But the idea of the driver just driving away afterward without checking if you're okay or not is really horrible. That sucks. Yeah. Did you get your bread? Did you actually get your bread at the end of it? I hope you're okay, really. You got your bread. Good, good. I'm glad you did. Shall we keep going? What do you think?
では、さようなら。
I do hope you're okay. I mean, では、さようなら. If you're shaken up, um, yeah, it's like this is going to sound suddenly like philosophical, but things can happen and they can happen like completely out of the blue. You could be out like just going and buying some bread or walking down the street and we don't know what will happen. Um, sure, you have to take care of yourself, but like I feel like we have to really appreciate things, appreciate not being hit by a car. Um, I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, I'm glad you're okay. I am. That's a reminder of like how fragile things can be, right? And I'm glad you got your bread. I am. Dewa, sayonara. I'm guessing that Dewa is going to be like, well then, or so, well then. Okay. Goodbye. I'm not saying goodbye to you. I'm doing the exercises. Correct. You're getting good at this. I'm not. I'm not getting good at this yet. Bye. There were two versions of goodbye. There was the sayonara, and there was another one. Was it Janet?
じゃあね。
Now, konbanwa is good evening. Ane, uh, どういたしまして。じゃ、では、Janet, maybe. Okay. In the comments, it said before that the word Janet is yeah, Janet is another way of saying goodbye. I think a lot of people know sayonara. Um, it said in the comments that Janet is casual. So I'm guessing that that would be something that you would say with friends, but not necessarily uh, with someone who you need to speak in a formal way to.
ありがとう。どういたしまして。
Now we know arigato is thank you. We know that one. Thank you. That was the first thing that my sister learned when we went to Japan, and she was saying it to everybody. She was so happy that she could say arigato.
ありがとう。どういたしまして。
どういたしまして. Was that you're welcome? Is this two people talking?
ありがとう。どういたしまして。
どういたしまして. Yay? It is.
ありがとう。どういたしまして。
Okay. Goodbye. sayonara,
さようなら。
sayonara. Goodbye.
こちらこそありがとうございま
Whoa,
す。
whoa, 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 what was that?
こちらこそありがとうございます。
Kochira. I heard that one earlier and I can't remember what it was. Kochira, kochira koso arigatou gozaimasu.
こちらこそありがとうございます。
Well, we know the last part is thank you, right? Kochira koso. Was that you're welcome? You're welcome, thank you? It doesn't sound right. No. What is kochira koso? I'm just going to write you're welcome and see what it says. You're welcome, thank you. Are we wrong? No. Oh, thank you to you as well. So it was likewise. Kochira koso. To you as well. Thank you to you as well. Kochira koso. Thank you, Rose and Salt. You have to let me get it wrong first. Oh, nice to meet you. Likewise. So likewise was kochira koso, right? Nice to meet you. I know this one. Hajimemashite. Right? Hajimemashite. Okay, let's see what we've got at the bottom. We've got oyasu minasai. No, hajimemashite is not. Is that nice to meet you? Or is it excuse me? No, excuse me, sumimasen. I'm getting confused here. I haven't done this in so long. And I keep making excuses. Okay, we've got oyasu minasai. Yoroshiku. Kochira koso. Likewise. Dewa. Kochira koso. Doitashimashite. None of these look like nice to meet you. I always thought nice to meet was hajimemashite. And that's not here. You know, I don't deserve the points for this. Oh, hold on. Yoroshiku. Yoroshiku. Yoroshiku.
よろしく。
Oh, wait. Domo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Right? Domo yoroshiku. Is that where it comes from? Yoroshiku. Kochira koso. Kochira koso.
こちらこそ。
Okay, you should get the points for this, not me. There you go. That one's for you, Rose and Salt.
こんばんは。じゃあね。
Okay. We got this one. Konbanwa. Good evening. Good evening. じゃあね. Goodbye. Hell yeah.
こんばんは。じゃあね。
Konbanwa. じゃあね. That's my point. Good evening. Bye. Isn't that what we just did? Konbanwa. じゃあね. Okay, we're going to try and write this. Let's see if we can do this. Konbanwa. Kakikukeko. Konban. So it's a ha with a dakten, right? Konbanwa. Konbanwa. Janet. Ja, I think would be a shi dakten. Ah, no. How do you write? How do you do this? No, it's ya. Jia. Shi. Ji, right? Oh, hold on. You're writing this. Ji and ya. How do we write ya? Ja. It's this one. Okay, it's that mini ja. Okay. Janet. Nani nu ne. I think I'm missing something. Is there another vowel hiding in the middle of this? Like ja Une or something like that. Have we got a hidden vowel here? Janet. It doesn't look right. Jan. Is there an e before the ne? I think there's also an e in a, I, u, e. Janet. Maybe. It looks wrong. Was it ja, u, ne? After, oh, there's another e after the ne. Okay, let me try this again. Thank you. Na, ni, nu, ne, e. Janet. I'm making all these rookie mistakes, right? This is where we get to the point of this would be so much easier if I just had like a one-to-one Japanese teacher. But the whole point of this stream is, can I do this with just apps and comments? Um, こんばんは。じゃあね。What? What? こんばんは。またね。Is that Duolingo's problem? またね. Flagged for being unclear. Okay, we're wrong. It says here, こんばんは。またね. You're welcome. Oh. What was your welcome? Let's look at the options. Okay, we have じゃあね was wrong. It was wrong. Look, it's right here. じゃ is じゃ ya ah ne. There's another ah after it. Yeah, it wasn't ne it was じゃ ah. じゃあね. Okay. こちらこそ. Was that likewise? We have どういたしまして. Is that your welcome?
どういたしまして。
Is that your welcome?
どういたしまして。どういたしまして。
Right? We have では and we have こんばんは. You're welcome.
こちらこそありがとうございます。こちらこそありがとうございます。
こちらこそ was likewise. こちらこそありがとうございます. Likewise, thank you. Is that right? Thank you to you as well? Maybe? Likewise. Likewise. Thank you. こちらこそありがとうございます. Good evening. Bye. Okay. Good evening. We're going to write this. We can get this right. Good evening. こんばんは。かきくけこんはばばんは。こんばんは. Bye. Okay. Bye. We're going to say Janet. Ja. Ya. A. Ne. こんばんは. Janet. Oh, my ja is wrong. It's done a big ja. We need a small ja. こんばんは. Janet. Yeah, I just caught that. I wrote Giane. Giane. Okay. こんばんは. Janet. またね. How do I know which one it wants? Right? How do I know? I know that was the same mistake that we made last time. Um, Okay, fine, Duolingo. I will give you the word that you want. Konbanwa. Ka ki ku ke ko on. Ba wa. Konbanwa. It wasn't Janet, it was matane. Matane. Okay, that's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you what you want. Don't you dare say that it's Janet. Eh? I wrote what? It is ha, but making the what sound. Maybe that was the mistake that I made last time. I'm writing konbanwa with a what, but it should be ha. It is confusing. Japanese is confusing, but I think that's the fun of it. Like when you say watashi wa, the wa is ha, right? Okay, give me another chance, Duolingo. I can do this. Good evening. Bye. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write Janet again. And the reason I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna see whether the mistake from the first time was konbanwa. If that was the mistake, then I don't mind them saying that I'm wrong, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna write Janet again. Okay. Ka ki ku ke ko on ban wa konbanwa. Janet. Chi ya. Oh no 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 no. Duck ten, duck ten, duck ten. Ja ja. Another ah. Ne. Okay. Konbanwa. Janet. I'm sorry, Duolingo. I thought that Duolingo was saying that I was wrong because I was writing Janet instead of Matane. But it wasn't. It's smart enough to know that those two words are broadly similar. It was the konbanwa that was the problem, and I never even realized. I've learned an important lesson today. Okay, I'm happy with that. I've leveled up, but I don't think that I should have. Great, I've got gems. I pay no attention at all to the gems or lingots or whatever, little prizes they give you in Duolingo. Um, okay then. I think we're kind of done for today. It is 3 o'clock. I do have somewhere to go. But it's been really nice to see you, Rose and Salt. Please take care every day. Enjoy your bread. Um, but it's been really nice to see you. Um, if you want, I've still got a few videos on Twitch. And those videos are also on YouTube as well. So if you go here, right here, to AnthonyKelly.live, there are links to my YouTube, to my Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you want, you can follow me in any of those places. I do have some videos just walking around Hong Kong. People watch that. The other morning I went out and I just walked around my neighborhood, live streaming as I went, and people were watching. So if you want, maybe you would like to do that. Oh, you also have online classes. Okay, yeah, that's a very good timing. Um, I have Pokemon Go videos as well if you're interested in those. Um, and yeah, you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter over here at Anthony Kelly Yip. And it's been really nice to see you. Thank you for being in the chat and for helping me. I think that I would have had a lot more problems today if you hadn't been here. So anyway, I'm going to make a move and finish my Arumi bottle of Coke. And I will see you next time, Rose and Salt, hopefully. And take care. Bye bye.